So we're starting on Cavalettis. Again, I use the 4x4 poles. When I'm first starting them, I have them spaced wide enough to where it matches their stride. As they advance, I start making them narrower, the space in between. It gets more difficult when you have narrow spacing. And they can be really narrow. And that's especially when they're doing it a trot. You're now not matching their stride, so they're having to be elevated and take these kind of unusual small steps. So the Cavalettis are a lot of times what make or break a nice course. We tend to not. It's boring to practice. I spend hours out here with my horses just going over Cavalettis all the time. So when I first start them, I started a walk. Slick's done it enough times. I want to encourage them to drop their head and look at the Cavalettis. I started a walk. Walk. It's not really, there you go. Good boy, good boy. When they drop their head and look at them, they are less likely to step on them or jump them. So when you're in a show, encourage them to drop their head. And you don't want to be quite so exaggerated at a show. So then when you start trotting, encourage him to drop his head. If you get to a show, they're coming up to him, and if you watch a bunch, you see horses with their heads up in the air, you know that they're not going to see him, they're going to just plow right through him. When I start advancing, I make them more narrow. I probably practice about 1.5 feet of my own feet. But you can make them into a configurations. Again, he's got to look. Good boy. Good boy. And you can, when you get advanced, he's not there yet. That's about his level of where we are on Cavalettis. I will start at a walk. When my horses get advanced, so about a width of my foot. And I want him to walk. I want him to look at him. I don't trot over them that small, that narrow. It encourages them to look down. And you can use several Cavalettis. You can use 6. You can do 8. So I want him to look down, and he needs to place a foot in between each one. Not take a stride over and stride over several. So then when you start trotting over them when they're narrow like that, for more advanced, if he's trotting and he breaks to a walk to come down to him, that's okay. I'd rather he do that than trot really fast, trot over the top of them. Eventually, when they start getting it, you can kind of encourage them to trot. And he's doing really well. So that's kind of how we start the Cavalettis and how you can progress on with those. Okay.